All right, theboxinghour.com here at Benjamin's Boxing in San Ramon, California, the home base for undefeated featherweight prospect Kyle Lacanlale, who will be returning to the ring this coming Saturday night at the Thunder Valley Casino Resort up in Lincoln. Kyle, you're wrapping up camp as you get set for your 6th professional fight. How has camp gone this time around, and how do you feel heading into fight night just days away now?
Camp has gone well. Counting the days, we're almost there. I feel great going into this fight. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Is it becoming like a routine? Is it old hat now? You've been doing this pro thing, 5 fights in, heading into your 6th fight. Have you settled into like a rhythm with all this?
Yeah, we got a rhythm going. Camp, we start camp 8 weeks out, and everything's been going well, and I've been settled into the rhythm of camp.
There was a late opponent change. You had been slated to meet Enrique Uvalde, but you'll now be meeting Phillip Ramirez of Sacramento. Ramirez is shorter than Uvalde, and he's much shorter than you. Is that something you have to adjust for as you make these final preparations just a few days away?
No, not really. I know he's a little shorter. I use my length on him. I'm just focusing on staying sharp and doing what I do.
Ramirez doesn't have the best record, but the 6 fighters that hung L's on him all were undefeated, combined for a 34-0-1 record. How do you see this fight playing out Saturday?
We know some of the guys that he's fought before. I've seen him fight. I know he's going to come in there and give his best, but I know my skills are going to show on Saturday night. I just got to be sharp and take care of business, get him out of there.
When you fight these guys that have been going in against prospects and whatnot, do you compare your success or your performance against those guys to how the other prospects did?
Yeah, sometimes. But each fight I try to just get better from the last outing. Each time I'm trying to work on things, and when it shows in the fight, that's what really makes me happy.
In your last fight, you dropped a tough Rodolfo Molina multiple times, but he was able to hang in there and go the 4 rounds with you this past May. But you went on to get the shutout unanimous decision, won every round on all the cards. How do you feel about that last performance in Pleasanton last May?
That was real fun. I had fun fighting at the fairgrounds. I dropped him twice in that fight. We thought the ref was going to stop it a couple times, but didn't do enough for her to jump in there and stop it for me. But, I was able to go out there, show my skills over 4 rounds, and deliver a dominant victory for the people that came out to support Pleasanton.
In that last fight, you met a guy that in Molina that was able to, or decided to kind of stand and trade with you, and you met him in the center and you fought that kind of fight with him, aggressive style fight. Whereas in other fights, you kind of showed your boxing ability, and and this was kind of like an aggressive performance. Do you see the best version of you as being a combination of those 2 styles, or is that something you're still discovering as you progress in your career?
Definitely, I think it's a combination of the 2 will be the best version of me in the ring. I think I could box beautifully, and when I got to show some grit and stand in there, I could do that as well. Each fight I try to balance that more and more, and show that sweet science. But in that fight against Molina, he was there for me, so I was cracking.
You had a huge crowd there in Pleasanton for you. You're from you went to school in San Ramon, and you're training out of here at Benjamin's Boxing in San Ramon, not too far from Pleasanton. What was that experience like, having that huge crowd there coming out for you and packing that place in the fairgrounds at Pleasanton?
It was amazing. Pleasanton is so close to home. I would go to the fairgrounds, as a kid, to go to the fair and go to different events, but to be able to fight there was a blessing, and to have so many people so close to home able to come out and support, and some of them, that was their first fight. It was awesome to be able to fight in front of my hometown crowd.
For this fight, you're returning to Thunder Valley Casino. You fought there the fight before last, and you drew a very good crowd there. Are you expecting to have the same kind of turnout?
Yep, this is my 2nd time fighting at Thunder Valley, so I'm really excited to bring a big crowd up there. People had fun and enjoyed the show last time, so I'm just training hard to deliver another performance there.
In addition to being an undefeated professional boxer, you're also pursuing your academic career, attending Cal State East Bay, which is, I think, in like 3rd week of classes, right?
Yep.
Having that, the beginning of the new semester, as you are in the middle of your camp, how has it been juggling those 2 pursuits?
It's tough. It really shows how bad I want it. I got to be in the gym 2 times a day. I'm in school, almost like a full-time job, so I really got to dedicate my time to both of those and really, persevere on both ends of the, the spectrum. I gotta put in work in the books and put in work in the gym. So, I thank my family for helping me balance all that stuff out, and my faith keeps me grounded and strong through the whole process.
There's not very many, have done this, pursued a college career and a professional boxing career. Is there anyone you're able to talk to about how, maybe tips on balancing this, or is there anyone that has been an assistance as you've tried to, tackle this feat?
Ooh, in the boxing world, it's tough. Not a lot of fighters going to school like that, but I don't know. My family helps me, manage everything, keep everything settled. Shout out Dante Kirkman. I know he go to school. He just graduated too. So, it's not easy going to school and trying to pursue this taxing sport on your body. So, being able to do both just shows how bad I want it, and the dedication and the level that I'm willing to go to pursue my dreams in boxing.
If everything goes according to plan this coming Saturday, do you have an outline of how you'd like to see the rest of this year go as far as the boxing side?
Not yet. There's a couple fights that were offered, but I'll focus on Saturday and we'll see what happens after that.
And lastly, what can your fans that come out to see Kyle Lacanlale in action this coming Saturday expect to see at Thunder Valley Casino?
Saturday night, you can see me come out sharp and deliver a dominant performance. I'm ready to show out for everybody that comes out and support. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Kyle. Thanks for taking time out so close to the fight, and good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Mario.